Hey, what's up guys? So last week I got first place in the OTS championship and I was playing a branded deck, and I'll just show you the deck list. Okay, my matchups were first game we had like 42 participants. My matchups were first game was against Vanquish Souls, second game was against Branded. Third game was a Trap Tricks with that Regulus engine. Fourth game was Invoked Eldritch. Fifth game was Sprite Life Twins, and the final game was Kashtira. I won all of 6 games, and I went like 2-0 against all of them except against Trap Tricks. I went 2-1. Okay, so here is the deck list. Let's start with the main deck. 3 albaz. Okay, so those are the Despia monsters, 1 tragedy and 1 ad libitum. For albaz and friends, 2 phone of albaz, 2 Cartesia, and 1 guiding quem, 1 albion, 1 tri-brigade mercurier. For the bestials, I play only 2 bestials, which are 1 bestial rebellion and 1 saronir. And finally, the final monster is the gimmick puppet nightmare. Okay. For the spells, of course, three branded fusion, 3 branded opening. Those are the 3 offs. Okay, so 3 fusion deployment, 3 dark crown no more, 3 duality, which was like the star of the deck at this tournament. Okay, it's an amazing card. Only 2 super polymerization. I play the third one in the side in case I need it in this matchup, because it's not perfect in all the matchups. 2 triple tactic thrust, which is like my counter measurement for getting ashed going first, and it's also a great card going second. Then we move to the one-offs. 1 branded lost, 1 triple tactic talents, and finally 1 heart with the duster. Not finally, 1 gold sarcophagus and called by the grave. Finally 1 branded red. Okay. For the traps, 1 banishment. I decided to main it. I usually don't main this card, I just use it in the side deck, but I'm using thrust, so usually I can search it. And the main target for thrust, if I get ashed in brand fusion, is fusion duplication, which is an amazing card. Even if you didn't get ash and you draw it, you can just activate brand fusion in the next turn and get like Mirror Jade with Albion Sanctifier on the field. At the same time, you can just lock your opponent without sacrificing the summon of Mirror Jade. Okay, and finally, Brand Retribution, which is a must in this deck. For the extra deck, of course, the extra deck is a bit different because you need to run a lot of duality targets. But yeah, there is some standard stuff. So run 2 Mirror Jade, 2 Albion for those are the albaz stuff, 1 Sanctifier, and finally 1 Lobelion. You may find me running a lot less of albaz targets and targets for Mirror Jade, just because I'm running Duality, which helps a lot with the recovery of monsters. I can recover 1 light and 1 target and 1 dark monsters at all times, so I usually don't need a ton of albaz fusions. 1 Dusk. Okay. For the Despia fusions, I run both Quertus and Masquerade. Also, they switch with each other using Duality, so you can just summon Masquerade, attack, use Duality, replace it with Quertus, and attack to deal like 5k damage. It came up at a 1 game. 1 Dragoon, which is the main reason we are playing Duality at all. Just summon Grand Guignol, then change it with Dragon. Okay, this is the main combo of Duality. That's why you're running Duality, and you're running 2 copies of Cartesia with a fusion deployment. One Furious, which can be summoned also with both Lobelians using Duality, either the Bestial one or the normal one. Okay. And of course one Guardian Chimera, and the super poly targets Dragospelia, Garura, and finally Madragon. Okay. For the side deck, it's a bit of weird ratios, but I wanted to play a lot of stuff to counter many of the like abundant decks in our community. So this was I forgot to mention, this was an Egyptian OTS. This is the second Egyptian OTS ever. Around 2 Nibiru's, 2 Kurikaras, which is an amazing card, 2 Ash for the mirror match and Labyrinth, 2 Cosmic Cyclones, because most of the people going first will just side anti-spell. For me, I want to like get rid of it. 1 final super poly for the good matchups for it, like Branded and yeah, Labyrinth sometimes. 3 Dark Tikabo, and finally 3 Evenly Matched. So that's this was the deck list. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye.